Microphone checker. We are live. It's Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. And let me get this. What's going on? What's going on? Let's get the music started. Oh, shizzle my nizzle. What's this say? Oh, now live on your channel, Boxing Talk with Rafi. Okay. This is probably the quickest setup I've ever had. We got Natasha Jones. We got Terry Harper. Came home from work, had a little bit to eat, fell asleep, which I intended to do, and then wake up, which I intended to do. Let me turn the TV properly so I can see. Uno momento. Oh. Okay, the temperature's over here. Okay, it's Terry Harper, Jonas, round one. What's going on? 1-2-1-2. Harper v. Jones. I suppose I better put it in the title. Harper v. Jonas. Jonas, Natasha Jonas. The first round is underway. Just got underway. Turn the music up just a little bit. Okay, they're just watching each other in the middle there. Little jabs. They're watching each other very cautiously. Wasn't going to do this, but I woke up and I thought, why not? Why not? Okay. So, Terry Harper is the unbeaten one. Jonas, I think Harper is in the early 20s. Jonas is 36. Anybody trying to make out? I don't know, but having said that, I haven't really studied this game, the female game. I haven't really studied these fights. It's the first time I saw Jonas seems to have a nice solid back on her, but she's 36 against a 21-year-old. Ooh, nice right left from Jonas. Jonas is the southpaw. Terry Harper, the champion. Orthodox. All the doors okay. Oh, Harper, yeah, they're clinched up. Nice little exchange there. Nice little exchange, both of them trading leather. Okay, this might be an interesting one, but the 21-year-old, how old is she? 21, 22? Harper. Oh, she's got the reach. Well, I must confess, it's looking nice and active. It's not like the what's the name? Estrada fight of the other day. Okay, the adverts. Put a picture in there. Okay, they're coming out for round two. Round two. So far, I think I'd edge. Let me start scoring this. I'm going to edge the first round to Jonas. Damn, I didn't think I'd be scoring this. Jonas v. Harper. Harper. Let's get a fresh piece of paper for this. Harper v. Jonas. Dame. Yes, James. I wasn't going to do this tonight. It's been a busy day. Okay, they're clinched up against the ropes. Not really clinched up, but they're banging. This is better than I expected. I might actually become a fan of a woman boxer. I might actually become a fan of women boxing. Well, certain women boxers. This is active and it's live. I wasn't going to go live today. Came home from work. This is nice. Nice little jabs. Nice. These are intelligent boxers. It don't seem like Harper's that much taller than Jonas, as I had first expected. She's taller, but she's crouching, tiger, dragon style, whatever it is. So she is significantly taller. But Jonas, more experienced, indicating she just got punched by Harper at the back of the head. What's this here? There's blood? What the hell happened there? Well, the hell did I miss that? Okay, blood pouring down the right-hand side of Jonas's face. Damn. How the hell that happened? Maybe I should turn the volume up a little bit more. Terry just caught her with the left again. Oh, so it's a cutter block. Is it? What is that? What the hell's going on? I need a volume here. I need some volume. What's going on? Was it a head? Is it heads causing this? Damn, this is rough. These girls are going at it, mate. They sound like 12-year-old boys when they talk with their little squeaky voices, but they're going at it, mate. Ha, ha, ha. Woo. Yes, yes, yes. Steve Bunce wouldn't have missed that. Steve Bunce has got 3 people giving him instructions. Rafi's doing this solo dolo as per usual. Man, you know what? It's all good. It's all good in the hood. Okay, we're going out for round 3. We're going out. Oh, what is that? Oh, a little bit of Vaseline. Put a little. Oh, that flicked off immediately. Terry Harper is targeting the cut on the right-hand side of Jonas's face, the brow, and she comes out. Boom, boom. Oh, this is beautiful. You know what? I might become a fan of certain female boxers. Harper's pouring it on, and Jonas is pouring it back on. I tell you what, mate, this is a corker. This is a corker. Oh my, OMG. OMG. What's going on? Damn. Damn. They're exchanging. They're going back and forth. It's even, Steven. Damn. I need to start scoring this shiznix. Round 1 to Jonas. 2 to Harper. Where are we now? This is 3. So 3. Halfway through round 3. Sorry, 50 seconds left to go in round 3. And this is a corker. Okay, so they're just sizing each other up here. Let me get some visuals in. Sizing each other up here. They're catching the breath because this has been looking for that touch. They're looking for the space. Both of them. Jonas in the center of the ring. Harper looking to counter. Jonas looking to counter. Both of them very, very intelligent boxing. Boom. Jonas catches Harper. Harper comes back in, but she smothers her work. Harper hits him behind the head. Jonas don't like that, but she's cool. This is some good boxing, ladies and gentlemen. We're in like last few seconds. There we go. Boom. End of round 3. So how am I scoring that? Harper 9-10 first round for Jonas. 10-9 second round for Harper. 10-9 third round for. But that was very close though. That's that third round. I mean, boom, boom, boom. Now I'm going to give that a draw. I'm going to give that a 10-10. I hate to do it, but that was even Steven. Harper versus Jonas. That was even Steven. Where are we at? Cal L up in the building. Good evening, Cal L. Yes, yes, yes. Let me try and find an appropriate image here so I can get this up. Okay. Harper versus Jonas. Okay, I'll use that one. Okay, so it's the start of round 4. It's been very, very even. I'm not really listening to the commentators right about now. Yes, most likely Andre up in the building. Most likely Harper's got it. Well, she hasn't got it yet, though, has she? She hasn't got it yet, mate. Can't give it to her before she gets it. You know what I mean? No gifts over here. Oh, temperatures over here in the UK, nighttime over the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio headquarters is approximately 80 degrees with the windows open and the fan blowing. So we're getting some of that. We're getting some of that Texas heat over here. Okay. So Jonas doing pretty well. I'm actually quite I like the look of the back of Jonas. She looks like she's got a nice solid back. Got a nice little V shape on her. Quite impressive for a lady. Quite impressive. Yeah, nice complexion also. Harper, catching Harper with some nice combos to the head. Harper knows she's in a scrap, mate. Jonas is 36, but Harper knows she's in a scrap. Jonas lit her up with a nice combination to the face piece. This is very intriguing. Oh, but yeah, this is nice. This is fun. This is way more fun than I'd anticipated. Maybe the cut on Jonas's right eye, maybe that's slowed a little bit. Can't really see that well. Better boxing from Natasha Jonas. Surprise, surprise, folks. Surprise, surprise. Okay. Round 4 goes to Jonas. Round 4. So that's 9, 10. Wasn't expecting this. This is fun. Texas heat in Birmingham. This is mad. Rafi's doing this. Rafi's doing this topless. OMG. Yeah, I got the fan directly on me. As a matter of fact, I'm going to adjust it so it's blowing better. This is the fastest Rafi's ever set up alive. I just thought, let's do it. Let's do it. Terry Harper. Let me go with that picture. Round 5. Round 5, and this is full of fun. Full of fun right here. They're in the center of the ring. They're together, and it's close quarters work. Whoa, whoa. Harper got the better of that. Oh, no, it's still going. It's still close quarters. They're digging in. Harper and Jonas both digging in. What's the scores? They got it draw. It's a draw right now. Remember, it's a 10-round fight. They both got it 38-38. What have I got it? I've got it Jonas 1 round ahead. Damn. This is interesting. This is better than I had anticipated. The better boxing coming from, well, it's tight. It's a draw, isn't it? It's tight. It's super tight. But Jonas is seeming to be showing her that she's the more seasoned of the two, but Harper the younger. And skills trained by Steffi Ball with his visor on over there, northern lad with a northern lass. Okay, it's very even. Oh, yes. It's even, Steven. Oh, I just saw something very clever from Harper there. She moved Jonas's hand out the way, went downstairs and came back upstairs, but Jonas saw it coming. This is close quarters work here, and I'd have to give the edge to Terry Harper. But I reiterate, this is fun. This is, whoa, big shot by Jonas there. But Harper with the more volume, more work on the inside here. More volume from Harper, which was to be anticipated. Yeah, so Harper's winning these exchanges at close range, just edging it. Coming with it. Damn. It's those 2-minute rounds. They go by so fast. That was a clear round for Harper, in my opinion. In my opinionation. There we go. How you like that? That was round 5. 2-minute rounds. They go by in a whiz. That was round 5. So now what? Now what? 3 rounds to Harper. 3 rounds to Jonas. Now I've got it as a draw. What's going on here? Is there real boxing after the chicks? I hear you. No, I think this is the headline. Yeah, it's got to be. What time is it? I think so. I think this is the headline. Act. I think. Pretty sure. They're top of the bill. Okay, so where are my pictures? Still trying to upload a picture for y'all. It's funny. That is funny. Okay. What's going on? There it is. Okay, it's round 6. Terry Harper, of course, is the WBC champ. Well, is she? Is it WBC? Yeah, it is. Champion. Okay, so they just weighing each other up, pouring a little bit at distance. They're not doing the close quarter thing like they were before. Just now, they will again. They will again. These 2-minute rounds make for excitement if the girls want it like that. Okay. Boom, now they're close again. Beautiful left hand from Jonas. And Terry Harper goes in close because she knows she's winning, slightly edging the close quarters work. Oh, she's getting caught, though, by Jonas. This is nice. These 2-minute rounds. I must say, both of these young ladies look in tremendous form. Harper looks like a whippet. Looks like a whippet in there with those long limbs. She's well muscled. Okay, she tried to pin Jonas in the corner. She does have an underhook. I tell you what, this Harper girl, quite clever for a young girl, but she's feeling it. They're both feeling it. But I saw her just go there. This is 2-minute rounds. Why? Because they're women. 2-minute rounds because they're women. OMG. Nice right hand from Harper. This is a very close round, and it's the end of the round again. I'm going to have to give that. I shouldn't give draws, should I? Okay. I'm going to have to edge that one to Harper. That was very close. But I'm going to have to edge it to Harper. 10-9, but it was wafer thin. Wafer thin. What's going on here? What's this? What's that? Okay. Get rid of that. Boom. So, Harper 1 round ahead. It's close. This is real good, real close quarters stuff. Let me somehow save that. Boom, boom. Very close, very close. I got Harper 1 round ahead. Let's get rid of that. Harper's girlfriend there in backstage cheering her on. Harper's girlfriend's always a massive supporter. Natasha Harper. Okay, so it's round 7, and they're going out for it now. Only 3 rounds after this. 3 rounds after this. Okay, they're a little bit of a pace there. I mean, a little bit of a distance. Harper on the outside. Jonas commanding the center of the ring. Harper is the queen of the ring. Okay, and as per usual, Jonas the queen of the ring. As per usual, Harper lunges in and makes it close. Boop, boop, boop from 1, 2, 3 from Jonas. Jonas got one hand trapped, and this is clever work. This is clever boxing. I got to be honest with you. This is clever boxing. The distance again. What happened? Okay, so Harper is quite crafty. She tried to get Jonas's back. Harper's pulling down. I tell you what, Harper's crafty. Harper is crafty, mate. She's got a lot of tricks in a toolkit. Pulling down the head, etc., grabbing the hand, moving the glove out of the way. She's dedicating herself to the task. What's the score on my card? I got Jonas 1 round ahead. Harper 1 round ahead. This round is 14 seconds left to go, so we'll see how it looks at the end of this round. This is beautiful. This is beautiful stuff. This is great, actually. I'm actually tremendously enjoying this. Okay, 7, 10, 9 to Jonas. End of round 7, it's a draw. It's a draw. It's a great fight. It's lovely. Loving it, mate. Loving it. OMG. OMG. Do I even want to save that? I don't think I want to save that. Do I want to save that? I just want to send it. I don't want to save it. So equal on my cards. This is. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying. Yeah. Close the curtains. Okay, it is round 8. Remember, this is only a 10 rounder. It's ladies fight. Oh, she rocks. She rocks Terry Harper. Terry Harper grabs on. OMG. 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 Terry Harper grabbing the back of the neck of Jonas. I think she's probably recovered though, but this was amazing. And this is great. That was the left hand. I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't expecting so much fun. But Harper's okay. She's coming back with some stuff. Grabbing the back of the head of Jonas. She should get a point deduction. She should get a warning. The referees, you know what? This is fun. This is fun. There was, I think, Terry Harper was ranked, 15th when she got the world title shot. Eddie Hearn maneuvered that. There were lots of girls ahead of her who argue they were more worthy. Harper trying to get the back of Jonas. 42 seconds for Harper to redeem herself from that. This is, and then some nice inside work now. This is beautiful. The 36-year-old Jonas, they thought, 20 seconds to go. I may have made a fool of myself on Twitter. I posted that Harper's got too much length. She's going to pick off Jonas. How wrong was I? And actually, Jonas kind of embarrassed me because Jonas actually liked the post. I felt so embarrassed. I thought, damn, how embarrassing that Jonas liked the post when I said that Harper was going to pick her off with the jab. Maybe she knew something I didn't know. And of course, that is a 10-9 round for Jonas. Jonas is 1 point ahead, I believe, on my card. Wow. Who expected that? Don't get me wrong, Jonas may still probably win, but that was the TV guys may have had her ahead, so that just brought the fight to a draw. Jonas, the former rather than the latter. Okay, so I should be able to upload this pick at long last. Can I kick it? Can I kick it? Okay, it's round 9. Championship rounds. It's going down, mate. It's going down. Oh, Jonas tries to do it again. Tries to put the hard left in Harper's face. And now it's even Steven. But the younger Jonas trying to put pressure, trying to push a body weight. Oh, nice combo again from Jonas. Beautiful work. She's teaching the young girl. Well, it's even, isn't it? It's very even, but the young girl ain't getting the better of her yet. Very, very even, Steven. But Terry, that's the beauty of youth. Terry's, can the younger recuperate quicker? Is that the benefit of youth? Recuperation. Terry's, nice left hook. That straight left and the left hook of Jonas is something to be admired. It really is. It's a thing of beauty. This is even Steven. This round is even Steven. This is nice. This is nice. They were kind of head to head just then. And most of the work has happened in the clinch. 20 seconds to go. How can you separate this round? How can you separate this round? This is madness, I tell you. It's madness. I don't know. Who can I give this round to? Who the hell do you give this round to? This is crazy. This is crazy. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I really don't know how you separate that round. I'm going to give it a draw. I'm going to give it a draw. Great fight. This has not disappointed. What do I do there? I'm gonna have to give it a round. I can't separate them. I honestly can't. Not on that round. Can't separate them at all. Okay, this has been exciting. It's 10 rest. It's the 10th round. We're going into the 10th round. I wouldn't mind if Jonas won and we got a rematch. This is fun as hell. Andre's changed his tune. Jonas might be one round ahead. I wouldn't mind Jonas winning and them having a rematch. But Terry Harper comes out like a bat out of hell, but gets caught with another looping left hook. One to the belly of Harper. But Harper is young and fit. Jonas is surprising me. Oh my gosh, lovely hook combination. I tell you what, this is beautiful boxing. Hook to the body, hook to the kidney, and then a hook to the head from Jonas. Harper coming back. This is actually good boxing. This is good boxing. This is good boxing. This is a great fight. This is a great fight. I'm glad I went live. Rafi was sleepy. The temperature's 80 degrees at Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio headquarters. Okay. Oh, Jonas is putting some combinations together though right about now. I mean, Harper with some good inside work there. That's what I meant to say. But then that left, is that the right hook? Oh, the right hook of Jonas. Bloody hell. Do you know what, guys? This is a bloody good fight. I think Jonas is bleeding again. I think Harper is edging this round for me. 40 seconds to go. It's bloody close, mate. Bloody close. What a scrap. What a scrap. Harper's winning this round on volume, in my opinion. But that nice little body shot again from Jonas. Returned by Harper. And, Harper turns Jonas. Jonas turns Harper. Harper's a clever fighter because as the referee separating them, she's looking to reposition herself. Boom! Lovely hook from Harper. I mean Jonas. 1-2 from Jonas. You know what, guys? Jonas might have won this fight. Jonas walks away with the hands raised. Harper bows to the ground. Harper thinks he's lost. Jonas thinks he's won. OMG. Jonas goes back to a corner looking defeated. And Harper goes back to a corner looking defeated. Jonas goes carried back to a corner, hoisted aloft. Steffi Bull. Jonas is... they've got it 2 rounds for Jonas. Let me do my calculations. OMG. Gave that last round to Jonas there. The better work. Okay, let me add this shizzle up. OMG. All right, so out of 100 minus 1, 2, 3. So that's 97. 97 for Jonas. Out of 100. But I think 1 round was a draw, though. So don't get it twisted. Out of 100 minus 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, my gosh. 5. So that's 95, 97 on my scorecards. In favor of Jonas on my scorecard. Okay, let's see how this thing plays out. Let me turn up the volume, pump up the volume. Yeah, it's going to be a rematch if it happens. I hope Jonas has got it. I think she deserved it, and I look forward to the rematch. Harper is young; she can come again. What a war! What a war! What the hell's going on here? Let's get this thing. Let's get this thing copacetic. Why is Rick Glazer in the corner over there? What's going on? What a war! Great fight. 6-4. Yeah, I think that's what my scorecard says. What a fight. This total advert for women's boxing. Total advert for women's boxing. Okay, they're standing in the corner waiting. They both got an arm up. Jonas should win this. Should. I hope she does, because then they get the rematch. Eerily quiet over there. Eerily quiet. Let's get this background out. Let me upload this. I can upload that picture. J. Actually, it's HVJ. H. Yep. Boom. 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 Going to the judges' scorecards. Ian John Lewis. 96-94 to Harper. That's bad. 96-95 Jonas. Oh my God. Oh my God. Terry Harper's still the champion. That's bad. It was close, but everybody else had it as a Jonas win. You shouldn't do this. When somebody wins, give them the win. They can always have the rematch. The champion will always get their rematch. Don't do that. Spoiled a great fight. Spoiled a great fight. Spoiled a great fight. Shouldn't do that. Should not do that. But it was very close. It was very close. They should have given it to Jonas. Let them have a rematch. Harper's the younger. Should have probably won the rematch. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. When somebody wins, just award them the win, man. For goodness sakes. Chase Athletics up in the building. Yeah, when somebody wins, just give them the win. Same thing happened with Triple G and Canelo in the first fight. Canelo won that. They said it was a draw, and they spoiled the whole thing because the second one, they say that, sorry, not Canelo, Golovkin won that. Then they said it was a draw. Then the second fight came, and they said Golovkin won it. I mean, Canelo won it. It just spoils the whole thing because really what it should... Jonas, I mean, Harper, the look on her face when they announced who won. Jonas's face was Harper's face was a picture because she just looked at her like, yeah, I've got the win, but I didn't win. Her face is a picture. That should be the picture on the front of the headlines. It wasn't her fault. But, you know, when somebody wins, just give them the win. The champion's going to get their rematch, damn it. Just, you know, that's unfortunate. That spoils a great fight. Because I think Jonas fairly edged it. It was close, but I think Jonas won. It spoils a great fight. Kind of sours it a little bit. And TW Designs for all your design needs. You want your website built. go to TW Designs. You can find them on the web. What were the scores? 95, 90, 97, 95 for one judge, 90. Hold on. Sorry, Terry Harper speaking now.
I'm disappointed with performance, but then I got to think, I'm 23 years old. I had 16 amateur fights. That was my 11th competition on the big stage. Very big night. And
hold on a second. Hold on a second. I got to be careful here. I think the zone had one of my lives taken down once. I've got to be careful with the volume. The zone had one of my joints taken down once. She lost. Fair play to Harper, but she lost. Yeah, I said it was a draw early on, but when Jonas turned it on, I thought she'd won. Yeah. It's taken away from what was a great fight. Yeah, the one judge actually gave it a draw. That's why it was a draw. The last judge actually gave it a draw. Leighton Evelyn said it was 6-4 to Harper. Nobody else here saw it like that, Leighton. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Good to have you back up here, but everybody else has got Jonas winning, including myself, by 2 rounds. I had it 95-97. This is funny because they got the fighters standing about 2 meters apart now, but they've been standing like 2 inches apart for most of the fight. This is funny.
I thought it was level going into 8, and then I think I won 8 lines for 8 clearly, and then I thought I won 10. It was close, but I thought I won 10.
Jonas saying she clearly won 8 and she thought she won 10. The judge. What? Which judge? Which judge had it the same as you, Leighton? Because one judge had it for Harper, the other one had it for Jonas, and then one had it as a draw, 95-95, I think, which is ridiculous. No judge should come back with a draw. Well, unless he thought it was a draw, but nobody else thought it was a draw. Yeah, I had Jonas winning. She pulled away at the end. She's the only girl who rocked. She should have won because she's the only one who, in a very close fight, she's the only one who rocked her opponent. The only one who rocked their opponent was Jonas to Harper. That one judge came back with a draw. No. I got Harper as winning the 10th round. And my scorecard is 95-97. Most people and all the pundits had it for Jonas. Round two I gave to Harper. Harper sounds like a 8-year-old boy. OMG. Yeah, it's one of those where it went to the champ, but he shouldn't have. Should have given it to the person who really won it and then get the rematch. Harper's the younger girl.
One of the best fights I've seen live. Tonight I saw another one of the best fights I've seen live. One of the best women's fights. I mean, Taylor Bassoon won at MSG was something special.
Taylor Bassoon was a great fight. This was cleaner work. I still give it Taylor Bassoon. I think is still better than this, but this was cleaner. Both fighters were technically cleaner. This was a nice technical fight. This is shocking, surprising. Her knows a rematch makes it bigger. But listen, the rematch with Jonas winning, I think is bigger because the champions now is coming back to see if she can get a crown back. So that third judge.
How much do you think Harper will be kicking herself that she put on into a fight she didn't box in the last round?
She's a taller, longer opponent.
Yeah, Harper fought Jonas's fight. Like I said in my Twitter post, I thought Harper was going to pick her off at range because she's a longer fighter, but she didn't do that. She went in close. But Harper's got good inside fighting. Harper all day long. You're the only person going on about shut your hole, you what not. About I'm the only person. What about the people scoring it in the studio? They had it for Harper as well, and they were closer to the action. I mean, they had it for Jonas as well, and they were closer to the action. What are you talking about? I'm the only one. Yeah, even Eddie Hearn said if anyone was going to get the decision, he thought he was going to be Jonas. He's saying that right now. What are you talking about?
Whether she won, whether she lost, whether it was a draw, I don't think you can argue either way, but she deserves another shot at the world title.
Eddie Hearn saying Jonas deserves another shot. Said Jonas looks like she was hurt in the second round. Yeah. Oh, Eddie Hearn saying ultimately he thinks it was a draw, but he thought if anyone was going to win, it would have been Jonas. Very close fight. Lots of different opinions. Katie Taylor versus Delphine Persoon. Saturday, August the 22nd. Sky Sports box office. Oh, that's in the UK. That's going to be in the UK. This is good news. We've got lots of UK fights coming up. That means no waiting around till 5 a.m. in the morning. That means Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio will be covering it.
Again, I think the question will be answered after this man on my left to make that happen. I think tonight was a slow burn.
4-4 in the 8th. Gave Harper the last 2 rounds. Yeah, I gave Jonas the last 2 rounds. Eddie Hearn gave it 1 round apiece the last 2 rounds. What is this? The end? That was a scrap, mate. That was a scrap. What is this? The end? OMG. Okay. So, yeah. That is that. EJ Boxing live. Why don't you jump on? Margin. My scorecard was 94-97. Definitely a good fight, but I felt it was spoilt by the judges. One judge had it a draw, 95-95. Okay. Yeah, very good fight. Spoiled by that judge who gave it 95-95. It's not supposed to be. Judges shouldn't come back with a damn draw. Yeah, spoilt it, but it was a great fight still, nonetheless. Yes. Great fight indeed. The link is in there if anybody wants to jump on and chop it up. What can I say? That was a great fight. That was a great fight. Great technical scrap. The other great women's fight that we've seen recently was Taylor versus Pursoon. And but I don't think Taylor Pursoon was as technical as this. Well, I know it wasn't. This was technically a more correct fight. Technically more correct. Taylor Pursoon, that was technical too, but it was more of a brawl, more of a technical brawl. Well, which one do you pick? Which one do you pick out of the two? It's a tricky one. But highly entertaining. Exactly. Draws in boxing should be as rare as hen's teeth. 100%. That was, yeah. Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. The prudent man up in the building. So as you will know, I suppose I might as well put the result. Might as well write in the result so people know as they come in what's the haps. Harper. Okay, so Harper versus Pursoon ends in a draw. Yep. Yes. Yeah, it's a draw. I thought Harper won it on my scorecard. My scorecard was 95-97. I think I gave one round as a draw. Yes, I did. But my scorecard was 95-97 in favor of Jonas. One judge gave it 95-95, spoiled the whole damn thing. The other judges, one judge had it for Harper, one judge had it for Jonas, and the third guy had it 95-95, a draw. Hopeless. Most unfortunate. Spoiled the thing. Nice to have a winner. But in this case, I guess if it's 5 apiece, then boom. But then it's an even number, but then 12's an even number. Mathematically, that's interesting. But I don't know. I really don't know. But I think anyway, that's if it goes the distance, there's gonna be different opinions. My opinion is clear. I thought that Jonas edged it by 2 rounds in a very close fight. Harper versus Jonas ends in a draw. Yeah. It should prevent draws. I don't know. I don't know the technicalities of. It's a mathematical probability. The mathematical probabilities. I don't know. That's something we might have to have a discussion on. I might have to pull up some data on the mathematical probabilities of a draw in boxing. Yeah, might have to do a little project on that. Okay, But in the meantime, we are going for an int and get back into this. Why is Al Heyman allowed to operate in boxing? He's not a promoter, no license. He's not a manager. So what is he? Well, he's a gray area man. He's a gray area man, isn't he? Game. And in comes a man like ERF Boxing. Eric, how you doing, mate?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very, very well. Very, very well. Did you watch the fight? Did you watch Harper Jonas?
Yeah, I've just finished watching it. What a fight!
What a fight! Talk on it. Talk to the people.
In all fairness, I had it a draw because I had Harper winning the last round. But if anyone was winning that fight, it probably was Jonas.
Yeah.
But to me, what wasn't a bad result. I've seen a lot of people on Twitter saying, "Oh, Matchroom this and Sky this." The fight was close. The fight wasn't a clear cut. If anyone was going to win the fight, it probably was Tasha.
Yeah.
Because I had a 1-up going into the last round.
Mm-hmm.
But apart from that, with Terry winning the last round, a draw was perfectly fine for me. I think she's probably happy with a draw because by all accounts, I think if it goes another 2 rounds, Tasha probably takes it. But what a fight. Definitely would love to see that again.
Yeah.
And I think it's about time that women's boxing went 12 rounds because these girls have shown they can fight. They can show they can do it. So
yeah. Well, before it goes 12 rounds, you know what? I'd rather see it go 2-minute 30 per round.
Yeah. The 2-minute rounds as well. It does take away some of it because there was times at the end of the 2 minutes, one person you would see either one of them getting on top of each other, but then the round finishes.
Yeah.
So yeah, the 2-minute rounds is short, so they do have to do a lot more in less time to impress. But I enjoyed the fight thoroughly.
It was a thoroughly enjoyable fight. Let's get into the chat, see what's going on. Where are we? This StreamYard thing is slower than the YouTubes. So I can see certain things in the YouTube that I can't see in the StreamYard, and I can't highlight them because I'm in the StreamYard. But anyway, I'll come back to that in a second. Yeah, I think the first adjustment we need in women's boxing is we need to go to 2 minutes. We need to go to 2 minutes 30, 2.5 minutes. These 2-minute rounds, these girls are doing it easy. So I would rather them adjust the round length into 2 minutes 30 from 2 minutes now. And I think that will make it more dynamic because these girls are finishing. Yeah. These girls are finishing fights with still something in the tank. So they're going too easy on them. Need to change the rules. I want to see it go to 2 minutes 30. So what's that? If that's 30 minutes. If that's 30 seconds and for a 10 round fight, that's 5 minutes more. That's 5 minutes more. So that's 5 minutes more of fighting. And people say only 5 minutes, but still 5 minutes more. It's still 5 minutes more of fighting. And like you just said, Eric, when the tide is turning, the tide can turn in those last 30 seconds.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it's about time people started giving the women's boxing a bit more respect because they've been showing it for the past few years at least on the mainstream with what Eddie's been doing with these girls, and even in America with the likes of Shields and whatnot, and Mayer and Casco and all those girls. But women's boxing is great. These girls are putting on shows, the competitive fights. They're very good fights. You can tell they are technically good.
Yes.
And it's good for the sport right now. It's brilliant.
Yes, it is. It is indeed. I mean, that was a very, very enjoyable from a technical perspective. I mean, I was thinking, oh my gosh, am I really going to do this? But I'm glad I did. I'm totally glad I did.
You could not tell the difference. You could not tell the difference between a men's fight and a women's fight technically in that bout because there's the little things they was doing. The inside fighting was brilliant from Natasha Jonas.
Lovely.
It was how she was catching and countering, and the body shots. The fight itself, take away women and men, the fight itself was fantastic.
It was a fantastic fight.
And technically, the entertainment value, the toe-to-toe, they were in a phone booth the whole time. The whole time they were head-to-head. And fair play to the referee for letting them fight inside.
Yeah.
Because I see a lot of referees like to break that up.
Yes.
But yeah, fair play to the ref for letting them fight inside and letting them work. It was good. It was good. I enjoyed it. I'd definitely watch a second fight with those two. I think Natasha Jonas definitely deserves a rematch.
Yes.
Because for me, out of the two, who was going to win that fight, it probably was Natasha.
Yeah.
Because I had a one up going into the last round.
Yes.
And if she had won that last round, which I don't believe she did, I think Harper sort of knew she was behind by a round.
Yeah.
And she came out and she put it on her, and I believe Harper she took the last round. So
that's interesting. Yeah, carry on.
Yeah, so a draw to me it's not the worst result in the world. That's not what Tasha wanted, but a draw wasn't a robbery. Like I've seen a lot of people saying it's a robbery. Tasha won by this. Like the rounds were close. They were close. The rounds were very close.
Yeah, very close indeed. Okay, I'm going to go into the chat. Where are we now? Okay, Big Boys Boxing said I scored it a draw, and I think it is a legit draw. They need to run it back. Yeah, I scored it 95-97 for Jonas. I think Jonas pulled away after she rocked Harper to her boots. Rocked Harper to her boots. What round was that? I think that was in the 8th round. I think. Rocked her to her boots, and then I had the last 2 rounds for Jonas. And apparently the Twitter world, the social media is blowing up. It's calling it a robbery. I don't call it a robbery. I just think that Jonas won on my scorecard. Yeah,
and I can't argue with that one bit. If you gave Jonas the last round, I can't argue with that. I just scored it how I saw it. I thought Terry did enough in the last round to get the last round. But if you scored it for Jonas in the last round, for me, you can't complain. I still don't think it's a robbery.
No,
because it all depends on how you want to score the fight.
Yes, indeed.
But it was close enough to be a draw. It was definitely close enough to be a draw.
Yeah, you could give it a draw. I just think it's a bit of a coward's way out. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is. I don't like draws in boxing. I don't like them.
Yeah, I don't like it.
But I see a lot of you've got Liam Smith and Stephen Smith calling it a robbery and whatnot. Those two guys seem to forget that the brother who somehow won a decision against John Ryder, and they were crying, "Oh, people are talking rubbish. It was clear. Right? You seem to remember when he was on the other side of the boot.
Yeah,
when everyone was saying that John Ryder
was on the other foot. The boot was on the other foot. Yeah.
They seem to forget that, so they need to be careful what they start brandishing about, saying that it was a robbery, because I think out of draws in boxing, that was probably one of the furthest away from a robbery.
Yeah, I don't see it as a robbery. I just see it as chicken on the part of that third judge who gave it 95-95. He chickened out. That was a chicken out.
Well,
he shouldn't be giving draws in the final totality. I know he's got a counter argument, but still, no, he shouldn't be giving draws out at this level. I mean, to me, it reminds me of the Triple G versus Canelo 1. I think most people had Triple G winning that, but they gave the safe result a draw. And he spoiled the whole thing, because then Canelo comes back and he's won the second one. So it spoils the whole thing. If they were just a bit more honest and say, listen, Triple G won it. Okay, he's won the first one. Okay, you think Canelo's won the second one? Fair enough. And then let's have a third. Let's have the third fight then. But now I don't care about the third fight. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they spoiled it.
Yeah, it's the same with the Wilder Fury as well. The first fight, it was, I don't understand where they got that draw from, but that was a draw as well somehow.
Yeah,
but
that's weird.
Yeah, I don't like draws in boxing. I think if it is a draw, you should just have one more round. They've still got the gloves on. They're still thinking just have a final round, and winner takes that.
Or
I
maybe
believe that's how it should be done.
Or maybe
because draws in boxing is just pointless. It is a pointless result because your champion's still your champion. The challenger has come away with nothing but a draw. They don't gain anything from it.
Or maybe they should have. Maybe they should have a tiebreaker, a scoring system where there's a tiebreaker somehow.
Yep.
There's a tiebreaker.
Something.
A fourth judge, maybe a fourth judge who comes in when it's a draw, so it can't be a draw.
Yeah, the fourth judge scores it as well, and then if it is a draw with a three, the fourth judge's card probably would come into effect then. Something like that, because I think. And
the fourth judge can never have a draw. The fourth judge can never have a draw. So if it goes to a draw, you bring in the fourth judge, and his card is never a draw. He's not allowed to score draws. Okay, so he's not allowed. The fourth judge is not allowed to score any round a draw.
I just don't like it. I think the challenger they don't get anything from a draw. The champion does. They keep the belt.
Yeah.
But the challenger doesn't gain anything at all from a draw. It might as well be a loss on the record because they don't go away with the belt.
Yeah. It might as well be a loss. Might as well be a loss. Okay, so
it is,
yes, they really do need to make women's boxing 3-minute rounds. Well, I go with 2-minute 30. I'll go with 2-minute 30. It's 2 minutes now. Add another 30-second on each round, and you got 2-minute 30 and see how it goes. So that's what I like. That's what they should do, in my opinion. Sorry to repeat it, but if Clarissa Shields was fighting in my back garden, I'd close the curtains. OMG. OMG. Well, the problem for me with Clarissa Shields is she's not a power puncher. You know, she's got lots of volume, but it's not power puncher, and she's not silky smooth. And she's effective. She's effective, but she's not silky smooth enough for me to be able to sit down and say, well, she's not a power puncher, but I enjoy her silky smooth techniques. So she ain't silky smooth and she ain't a power puncher. So that's problematic when it comes to actually viewing the damn thing. James Jameson goes on to say women's boxing has been piggybacking off men's boxing. Put on an all-women's card and good luck selling that.
I don't think you wouldn't have that. It depends on what girls are fighting. But I think it. You're talking about selling it. It's that was free to watch.
free to watch. DAZN. DAZN ain't free. DAZN ain't free.
Yeah, but people already have DAZN, so.
Yeah, but it's not free though. DAZN ain't free though. DAZN ain't free.
If you already have it, you're gonna watch it.
Yeah.
And whoever's just said that, you watch the fight. You could have watched you could have watched every other fight and missed the main event. You still watch the main event.
You still watch the main event. How do you mean? Because
he said women boxing is piggybacking off men. You didn't have to watch the main event. You knew it was a women's fight. People knew it was a women's fight, the main event. They didn't have to watch it. People are choosing to watch it. I think choosing to watch the women's boxing. Yeah, I think
the point is that at the top level, then you can have some good women's boxing, but on the whole, I think there's a question mark, about women's boxing in general.
Start somewhere.
Yeah,
you have to start somewhere. If we keep saying that about everything, nothing will get off the ground, will it?
Okay, so effectively, I think what's being said is that women's boxing is not there yet. Women's boxing is new. But it still doesn't diminish the fact. It still don't diminish the fact that, he's right. You're not going to watch. Would you watch an all-women's card? Would you be inclined to watch? Yeah. Would you be inclined to watch? I think I could watch it on the basis that the top fight, the headline fight, would be a good one. So I'd have it on I didn't watch this card. I didn't watch, to be honest with you, I watched this card for the headline. I didn't watch this card. I watched this woman for the headline. And likewise, if it was an all-women's card, I probably wouldn't watch the card. I just have it on in the background. If something catch my eye, I watch what catches my eye. But I didn't watch this card either. I mean, I wasn't overly enthralled by the thought of this card. I only tuned in for the women's fight because I've seen Terry Harper fight once before, and it was a nice little technical little scrap. Nice little technical scrap. So I thought, okay, I'll watch Terry Harper. She's a champion now. So I'll watch her. I've never watched Jonas before. Never in my life. But I thought, well, let me, Terry Harper's fighting. Let me watch it. I wasn't expecting nothing from it. I thought this Jonas girl, she's going to come and roll over. But no, was I wrong? And like I said, even before, I made a Twitter post. I said, Harper's going to pick Jonas off at range. I'm going to pick her off. And much to my embarrassment, Jonas responded with a like. She liked my post. I'm not sure she really liked it. She was her way of saying, you're going to see, Rafi. You're going to see. I'll show you, Rafi. I'm going to send her an apology on Twitter and probably invite her out for a meal at the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio HQ as a form of apology.
Jonas was a very good amateur.
That's right.
A very good boxer. So people didn't. I actually had Harper to stop her in the 7th round.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Harper would be too much for her, but then again, I was wrong.
Well,
I'm happy to be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy to be wrong because we got a very good fight out of it.
We did. We got a great fight out of it. Let me go into the chat. The prudent man says, let's not get carried away. You can't tell the difference. You can't tell the difference. But then on the flip side of that, there came a point in tennis. I think I've said this before. There came a point in tennis back in the DAZN when the men's game went to the power serve. You had guys like Ivan Lendl, and it was just, lob the ball up, boom, smack. I don't know, 100-mile-an-hour serve. Nobody can get it. And then it was on to the next point, smack. And at that point, it was just a power serve. The game was about the power serve. There was no serve and volley. Forget about serve and volley. It was just bang. Whoever had the hardest serve. And at that point, I started watching the women's game more so than the men's game. Am I saying it's going to be like that with boxing? Highly unlikely. But what I am saying is that I like the serve and volley game of the ladies. Your Steffi Grafs. This is going back in the DAZN. I like the serve and volley game of the ladies. And so I preferred, when Wimbledon came around, I thought, forget about the men. Let me watch the more technical thing. So if the women can continue to get more technical, then it will make the women's game more appealing. Whereas right about now, it's kind of, it's in its infancy. So it's not there yet, but fights like this, technical scraps like this were very interesting and very pleasing to the eye. Let me see what's going on in the chat. Why is it no woman boxers seem to be able to move the head effectively? Yeah, they're not into the I haven't watched women's boxing enough to be able to say that or be able to comment on that. I haven't really observed that from them. But that's an interesting point. It's certainly something I'll look out for in the future. The last round of Wilder versus Fury 1 should have been scored a 9-8 round to Wilder. Knocked down, but then dominated. Yeah, was it a 9-8 round? I don't know because Fury came back. I think the last round, the fight should have been finished because any other ref would have waved that fight off. That's my personal opinion. No, a golden round if after a draw is announced. Yeah. Because they seem to have the energy for it. So, yeah, in fact, if they don't want to go to the golden round, they're going to put it all out in the last round in regulation time. So, yeah, absolutely. If Katie Taylor was fighting in my back garden, I'd tell her to get off the ground. OMG. Katie Taylor, I saw her in an interview. She looks kind of rugged. She looks like a rugged girl. You know what I mean? Rugged. Men's boxing ain't doing ish anyway. So the women want to fight. Let's have it. Let's have it. Get off me lawn. Get off me lawn. Uncle Burnt apostrophe up in the building. How come the women's MMA is so much more comparable quality to the men's though? Well, maybe women's. Well, I can't say it's been going longer than the women's than women boxing. Comparable.
It's been streamed more. It's been more mainstream, the women's MMA game. With the UFC.
Yeah, that's the difference. Women's MMA has been more mainstream than women's boxing. Yeah, maybe that is the difference. Maybe that is the difference. But it's an interesting question for Foul Shao. She's biz up in the building, and also for all your what do you call it? For all your design needs, go to check out TW Designs. You need a website built. You need graphics, you need headers, etc., etc., etc. Go to TW Designs. Look them up. Look them up on the web. Look them up on the web. I couldn't see an all-women's card. Hard sell, I think. Well, you know, I think it's the headline. I mean, there are cards which I wasn't watching this whole card. You know what I mean? I was sleeping. I woke up. I was knackered. Out of sleep. Felt a little bit refreshed when I woke up, but not tremendously. It's 80 degrees over here at nighttime. It's 26 minutes to the midnight over here in the UK, and the Raphael Dawkins headquarters, Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio headquarters is 80 degrees with a fan. I hope the fan isn't too audible. So yeah, it's I had to get popped to the shops in the motor, headed back, felt a little bit more refreshed, had the windows down. Yeah, the cool breeze kind of helped, kind of rejuvenate me. I decided to go live at the last minute. And then boom. It's a good thing I did, because that was a damn good scrap. What about Ronda getting exposed? Yeah, Ronda got exposed badly. She got her ass spanked. She was like first gen. She was like the first start of MMA, so she was like first gen. You know, first gen in anything. Remember the first PlayStation? Remember the first PlayStation, Eric?
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
That was first gen.
Yeah, but like I said, you see Ronda get exposed, but then that just showed how much the girls in MMA had progressed.
Yeah.
From when Ronda came in, because Ronda was doing the same thing every fight and winning every fight, and then the girls obviously got better and evolved. Like I said, they evolved the game, and now the women's MMA game is very good, very technically.
Yes, it has evolved. It has evolved. Andy Murray is one of the greatest serve returners the sport has ever seen. Is he? I don't know. I never really watched Andy Murray. By that time, I think I'd quit. I'd quit with tennis by that time. So I never really watched him. I did think did he win Wimbledon one time? I think I saw that. Did Andy Murray ever win Wimbledon? I think I saw that.
I don't know. I don't watch tennis.
Okay, so Serrano does move her head. Serrano. Okay, she moves ahead.
Yeah, but Serrano don't want to fight nobody.
Damn. What's the point in her moving ahead if she don't want to fight nobody?
Yeah, she's fighting girls that she should beat. It's easy to move your head against girls that are throwing one punch around.
Yeah. OMG. Hey, James, from what I've heard, have to agree with you there. Just talking about their quality in recent years as I've followed it. I don't know what you're talking about, Uncle Burnt Fastry. Maybe you're talking about the MMA. Maybe he's talking about the MMA. Doesn't seem much of a drop off. Yeah, the women. Yeah, but you have to remember this is like the second gen. This is like the second gen in the women's game. And I think the women train alongside men more often in MMA. Maybe, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes you got jiu-jitsu. They train amongst men in jiu-jitsu can get very kind of awkward. You know what I mean? When you got a woman in a, you know, kind of in compromising positions on you, you know, kind of pinning you down, you know, with the thing in your face. It's awkward. But anyway, no sex joke. Too late for that. Sorry. Jack Reese was brilliant. Exactly how a referee should act in the last round. Jack Reese, I don't know about Jack Reese. He should have waved it off. He should have waved it off. Any other referee would have waved that fight off.
No. I disagree with that.
Eric. If a guy drops down on the ground and it looks like he's unconscious, any other referee waves it off.
I agree with you. Every other referee waves it off, but it proved he did right not to wave it off because Fury got up and spanked Wilder in the last round.
Yeah, but does that make it right?
I know what you're saying. I understand what you're saying and where you're coming from because I generally thought it probably should have been waved off at the time. I thought that was it. It was done. But Jack Reese was proved right to let it go.
Well, was he proved right? Because
he was proved right.
Another way, because I've said what you're saying, but let's flip it another way. Let me introduce something that I've never introduced before. Okay, let's look at this concept. It could be said, you know, I might get slaughtered for this. I might get slaughtered for this across the UYT YouTube BC boxing community. I could get slaughtered for this, so I better add a proviso to this or a caveat to this. It could be said, I'm not saying this, I'm saying hypothetically, it could be said that Fury, after he got knocked out unconscious, you know, when you've had a good sleep and you wake up feeling fresh?
Yep. No, I'm not having that one.
Hey, I'm just giving a hypothesis. I'm just giving a hypothesis, and I don't want anybody saying that. I don't want anybody saying that Rafi said this, because for all you know, people out there, I could have got this in an email. So it could be said. It could be said that when Fury took a nap. Hold on. When Fury took a nap there, he came back with an unfair advantage because he was unconscious, got knocked out cold, woke up feeling fresh as a daisy, and that's why he was able to come back and do what he did. Over to you, Eric.
I've seen that 1-2 combination or that straight right left hook combination. Fury got hit with the right hand. He was on his way down, and he rid the left hand. He rid the left hook. He was not knocked out. He was hurt. Don't get me wrong, but Fury was knocked out. I don't believe it was 1 second he was ever knocked out. He was hurt, but he wasn't knocked out. And I thought Jack Reese, in the end, with the outcome, did the right thing.
The outcome, he did.
If Fury got up and he was on wobbly legs and Deontay Wilder hit him again and then he went to sleep, we would have been saying Jack Reese should have called it off. So hindsight is a beautiful thing.
Hindsight, well, yeah, hindsight. But where's the hindsight though? Where's the hindsight? Where's the hindsight? Jack
Reese saw it.
Hindsight. What does hindsight say in this situation?
Well, in hindsight, he did the right thing.
He did the right thing.
Because he let it go and he got up and Fury won the round.
That's an argument. But the other argument is that any other ref would have waved it off. But hindsight, that's where you say that's where hindsight comes into it. Yeah. It's a tricky one. Obviously,
it is.
I'm not really invested in either because neither are my favorite fighters.
I'm the same.
So I'm not really invested in it. I just discuss it from a hypothetical point of view. I discuss it from a hypothetical point of view. I can see. I've said what you were saying in the past, and I'm just saying it's very interesting. What I am saying is that if any other ref would have waved it off, which they would, then I don't see. That means that you can't really get too upset that while the Fury wasn't awarded the fight. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I can see that. I can see that definitely. Yeah, because there's two sides of the coin here. Because if they had waved it off, there wouldn't have been a draw. While they would have won by knockout.
Yes.
So because Fury got given that chance to get up, then he got a draw out of it.
Yeah.
So, I can see where you're coming from with that. I can.
Yeah.
But still, by him getting up, I still think it wasn't a draw anyway. But there we go.
Yeah. So it's the flip side. There's two sides of the coins on
Yep,
this.
definitely.
Rafi has a ZX Spectrum. Yeah, I've had mine upgraded though. I got the upgrade. I got the attachment. You know what I'm saying? ZX Spectrum. That's like Sinclair. You probably don't even know the ZX Spectrum. That was like one of the first household types of computers. Pretty crap. But at the time, it was like some kind of miracle shizzle. Where we at?
And I've got to go.
Yeah,
as I'm just leaving work.
Eric, great for jumping on. Thank you very much indeed. Great to have your input. And yeah, man, enjoy the rest of your night and catch you next time. Okay, bro. Take care.
Right.
100%. That was ERF Boxing. Much thanks for him to jump on. Andy Murray won Wimbledon twice. Wow. Twice. Wow. I didn't know he won it twice. I think I saw him win it once. I didn't know he won it twice. That's great. That's great because it had been years since a British, I was going to say a British boxer, a British tennis player had won Wimbledon. Didn't know he'd won it twice. By that time, I'd weaned off tennis. I've been off tennis for a long time, but I did see him win it once. I think the first time he won it, I watched him. That was the best ref call. Well, it turned out to be a good call. With hindsight, it did turn out to be a good call, but it still doesn't get away from the fact that any other ref would have waved that off. So it's two sides of the coin. Two sides of the coin. So that's why I don't get too out of shape when people say, "Oh, Fury should have won." Well, yeah, you can say that, but on the other side of the coin, he could have been called off. So boom, it's like even, Steven, whatever, to draw. Fair enough. Refs usually snap that. Same thing happened at Bellew Usyk. Bellew was finished though. Bellew was finished. Unless talking about some other element. Jack Reese is a first responder. He explained it. First responder. First responder. What does he puts out fires and stuff like that? Is he a fireman now? Is Jack Reese a fireman now? Based on how he looked getting knocked down by Cunningham, I think Fury might have been a bit stunned. Damn. For a few seconds, reaction to getting dropped. He looked like he was out cold. He looked like he was unconscious. Looked like he was out unconscious. Yes. Much appreciation for Eric for jumping on. Yes. So I think we've done it. I think we've chopped it up. Got a lot of opinions, various opinions, differing opinions. You are in tune to Boxing Talk with Rafi. I don't even think I put the thumbnail in. I don't even think I put a proper thumbnail in. So I'll have to do that in post-production. You like it? Boom, boom, boom. And so where are we now? Well, we've just watched Harper v. Jonas. Surprise. I thought Harper was gonna have to send Jonas my apology tweet. I'm sure she remembered when I tweeted. I tweeted that Harper was gonna beat her by working behind the jab, and Jonas actually liked my tweet. I thought, uh-oh. So now, I'm going to have to do the gentlemanly thing and invite Jonas to an apology meal in the East Wing of the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio HQ. It's a gentlemanly thing to do. The Rafi's a decent fella. So certain things have to be done. OMG. Stop sharing whatever I was sharing. I don't even know I was sharing anything. OMG. Yeah. So what's this? Line this up properly. Line this up nice and sweetly. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna do that. Okay. So where are we? Not joking. Yeah, I know you're not joking. I know you're not joking. What I was joking about was the concept that he's using that first responder thing in the boxing ring. You know what I mean? Where's your stepladder, Jack? Where's your stepladder, Jack? Good exposure for her. Yeah. I might. Well, I could do it live, couldn't I? Because while we're having the candlelit meal, I could actually live broadcast the candlelit meal at Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio HQ. You know what I'm saying? You get to see the butler usher her in. You know, you get to see the butler drop the drawbridge over the moat and welcome her in on horse and carriage. You know, we do things in style over here at Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio HQ. Yeah, I hear you. You know, the Rafi's busting a couple of jokes right about now. But hey, I'm not joking about the meal. Natasha, if you're listening, I'm going to hit you up on Twitter and invite you over to Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio for an apology meal. You know, I think it's the right thing to do. It's the gentlemanly thing to do. Okay, guys. It's been fun chopping it up with y'all. Wasn't gonna go live. I was getting some nice sleepy time. It's hot. 80 degrees up here in the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio HQ. I'm probably gonna do something. Tomorrow. But you know, it's so sunny. I would never disrespect Natasha like that. You know, and if it was that, then it'd have to be brought to her on a silver tray. OMG. Okay. I'm thinking about doing a lunchtime thing tomorrow. But you know, with the sun shining like this, sun shining so nicely every day over here in the UK, certainly in the West Midlands, sun is beating down. We're in a bit of a heat wave, and so those times, you know, you got to be outdoors. So we'll see, but probably gonna drop a live show sometime tomorrow around the lunchtime-ish. Yeah, around lunchtime-ish. So look out for that. There's various topics other than this to discuss, and maybe we talk about this too. So look out for that around midday. Look out for that. Yes. And so what else is there for me to say? This is the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio, and it's the like, it's the subscribe, it's the comments, it's the shares, and it is the hitting that bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. And don't forget about the live shows. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. And don't forget to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend. And I think it's time that we have the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio butler see us out. And the only thing left for me to say is blessed.